Day 814 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 1464, maximum product of two elements in an array. The difficulty level is easy, but don't worry because you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go in and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. In example 1, we have our input nums equals an array of integers 3, 4, 5, 2. Our output is 12. The explanation says if you choose the indices I equals 1 or j equals 2 indexed from 0, you will get the maximum value that is nums of 1 minus 1 times nums of 2 minus 1, which is equal to 4 minus 1 times 5 minus 1, which is equal to 3 times 4, which is equal to 12. Thus, the output is 12. So, just to break this down one step further, we want to return the maximum value that we could find by performing this operation right here. So to perform to get the max value, we're just going to multiply the two largest numbers, which in this case are 4 and 5. But then we have to subtract each of them by 1. So now we have to, that's when it becomes 3 and 4 instead of 4 and 5 after the subtraction. Then once we multiply 3 and 4, sorry y'all, once we multiply 3 and 4, that's when we get 12. Now, just in case that didn't make sense, y'all, let's take a look at example 2. So in example 2, our input nums equals an array of integers 1, 5, 4, 5. This time the output is 16. It says choose the indices I is equal to 1, j is equal to 3, index from 0. You will get the maximum value of 5 minus 1 times 5 minus 1 times 5 minus 1, which equals 16. So in this case, the two largest values are this 5 and this 5. When we subtract 1 from each 5, we get 4. 4 times 4 is equal to 16, and that's what our output is. Boom. And just in case that didn't make sense, let's take it the last example, but certainly not least, example 3. So in example 3, our input nums equals an array of integers 3 and 7. The output is 12. Output is 12 because, let's go through it, 3 minus 1 equals 2. Then we have 7 minus 1 equals 6. Then boom, we multiply 2 times 6, right? So 2 times 6 equals 12. Boom, y'all, and that's how we got 12. So I hope that makes sense to y'all. And now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. The solution is not that difficult at all. Now, first thing we need to do is we're going to create a constant to store the number of elements in the array. So we'll say let n equal nums.count. Boom. Then we need to sort the array in ascending order. So we're going to say let sort equal nums dot sorted. Boom. Then the largest two numbers are now at the end of the sorted array. Subtract 1 from each of them as required by the problem, then multiply the results together. We're going to come right here and we're going to say return, open up the parentheses, sort, square bracket n minus 1. Come outside of that and we'll say times, open up some more parentheses. We're going to say sort, square bracket n minus 2. Come outside of that, minus 1. Boom, y'all, that's all she wrote. Let's give it a run. Make sure it runs properly. Oh, and we got the wrong answer. So when we get the wrong answer, that means that the math is not math, and it's right here. This should be another minus 1 right here. So let's add that and run it again. Let's see, it's accepted, so let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. And boom, look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'd like to see, y'all. So with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.